So we've got a lot of mugwort hanging up here. Spent all day harvesting that stuff, and now I'm drying it out. I've got 3.5 gallons of tincture I'm working on as well. And the rest of this stuff, I have enough to make 2.5 gallons of oil infusion. And if there's anything left over after that, then I can add it to a smoking blend and make a smoking blend using mugwort that's only been recently dried, which is important because the smoking blends you buy from the herb store that contain mugwort have probably been sitting around for a while. And if you've watched my last video on mugwort, you know bulk dried herbs from the herb store are usually, if they're depending on volatile terpenes to have their effects, they're usually going to be fairly useless because all those terpenes have degraded. So this stuff is fresh, and I'll only sell it fresh, so that way it still has some sort of real benefit and effect. And if you're interested in any of those things as a product that you'd like to try, let me know in the comments, and I'll be selling some of them soon. But if you'd like to see, the wildcrafting and extraction process, that's coming up next. So I'm out wildcrafting now, and you can see we have some mugwort growing. You can see the leaves at the top are these kind of finer, smaller leaves. They could be just like, some of them are even just one lobe, it looks like, from a distance. And when you get down lower on the plant, the leaves look like this, which many people have described as being sort of like a flame, kind of looks like fire when you hold it up. It's also white underneath. See if I can get a better shot for you there. Very white when compared to the top. These ones are slightly fuzzy and they don't really have that purple look that's common with mugwort. There might be a little bit of purple near some of the bottom leaves. I'm wearing my Enchroma glasses, which help me see color better. They're not very purple though. Maybe just a few veins, and I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but that's a good sign. The other thing you want to look for is a white pith in the middle of the plant. And you can see that here. See that white center of the stem? And now this is about the top, 18 inches or so of the plant. And I'm not going to be taking any more than about that, trying to get good leaves and not as much stem, and then also leaving the plant to grow on its own and reproduce next year. So mugwort actually benefits from rough handling. It likes it. That's why it grows near roads, and that's how it got its reputation for being a medicine that was planted intentionally near roadsides. People would stuff it in their shoes, and they'd say it's protective, and it has a lot of great uses. But yeah, this is, I would say, a very positive, clear-cut case of mugwort. There's no other plants in this area that could really be copycats that look like this. And one of the surest signs is this white silvery underleaf here. That really lets you know the difference between mugwort and a plant that looks similar but isn't exactly the same. Here's a little bonus plant for you. Whoops, gotta zoom out. This is a yarrow. It's very bitter. It's got this very beautiful, light, delicate leaf, and it has a unique smell that helps you identify it, but it is a good antimicrobial. And I knew a guy, he cut the bottom of his foot. He walked everywhere barefoot. We were living on an organic farm, and for a few days he would just go out and grab a yarrow and crush up a leaf and use a little a cloth and tie it to the bottom of his foot, walk around like that, and it never got infected. And it definitely should have. If you weren't using the yarrow, it probably would have gotten infected. So I'm out here walking around harvesting mugwort and getting, all types of thorns and cuts and stuff on my fingers. So every now and then I run into a yarrow, just kind of rub my hands on it, and you know, that'll sanitize them a bit until I get home and can wash them up. Some mugwort growing right here in front of this beautiful ocean view. You make new friends out there. I think this one's a leaf hopper. So today I just focused on stripping the leaves off of the stems, keeping as much leafy material in the jar as I could, and then I will add some 95% proof ethanol and shake that up every day for 40 days, and then the tincture will be done. And that's a very traditional alchemical process for tincturing. So you can see the lab is a little bit of a mess right now, but it's coming together and moving in. And I just bottled up all this mugwort in 7 half-gallon jars. So let's see, we got 3.5 gallons of mugwort tincture coming, and more drying that will likely be turned into 5 jars of oil infusion, and whatever's left over I might sell as part of a smoking blend that's, you know, relatively freshly harvested mugwort, because any smoking blend you get from the herb store is going to have mugwort that's dry and degraded and free of terpenes. Alright, so thanks for watching, and before you go, here is a video of a seagull who made her nest with a mugwort plant, and there is an egg under there. And I guess it hatched because the nest has been empty now.